Now I saw that you can do this live vertical, so I'm trying it. Well, I get ready because I have not done a get ready with me in such a long time. And I wanted to talk about what does blocking mean to you because I wanted to tell y'all something that happened. Um, I need to get ready quick too, so I'm gonna try to do this quick. But I want to tell something that happened just the other day, and it just made me think about what does blocking mean to y'all. Because okay, so let me tell y'all the story. It's a little bit of a dating story time, of course, because it always is something that these men out here have done, right? Always. So anyway, I'm on Bumble. I got on Bumble. I got frustrated and got on Bumble. That's one thing. You should never social date on dating apps out of frustration. But anyway, but I got on Bumble and started interacting with someone over the course of maybe 2 days. It might have even just been one day. It was 1 or 2 days. We're interacting, and he's really making me laugh. And I already, I matched with him already because I liked his style. I thought he was attractive, and he seemed very artsy fartsy. That's kind of my type. I am into artsy fartsy types. I've realized I've resisted it for so long, but I really truly am. So anyway, we're talking, and he asked for my number after like a day or two of DMing, and so I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable giving him my number. But I did not listen to my first mind because usually when men ask me for my social media handles, I always say, let's wait on that because I have a lot of information on my social media um, that when you're first meeting someone is a lot of information for them to take in. Like if you go to my Instagram, you can see my kids and how they are and um, everything that I do and what I think about. You get links to my blog, you get links to my YouTube, you get links to my TikTok where I talk about stuff like this. So um my perspectives and all of that. And as someone who is a very liberal Jesus follower, who has faith, but my faith is very much decolonized and I'm very much divested from evangelicalism, but I'm also a feminist. Um, and but I also only date black men. And if you know anything about anything, black men tend to be, they say they're Democrats, a lot of them, but they're very, very conservative in their beliefs about women. And I only know but a few black men who ever say that they're feminist. If they would even say this. Sorry, I'm knocking stuff over. So I tend to try to leave off my social media because I kind of want to find out where these men are at first before I just go divulging everything. But I didn't listen to my first mind. So this guy, he asked for my phone number, and so we get on text and we start texting, and he says, he asked for my Instagram because he's like, I want to see some more pictures of you. And my first mind told me, don't, don't. And I did not listen to my first mind. And so I was like, ah, sure, whatever. So I gave him my Instagram and he gave me his, and we started interacting a little bit on Instagram, but we went back, Lord have mercy. But we went back to text. Okay. Anyway, so we're texting and he says something about like, when are you going to come to the Chicago area to see your um, family that you have in that area? Me and my daughter have some family in Chicago. And so I said, when I get an invite, when you ask me out on a date, I think we might have had we may have been having two different conversations, but so he asked me out, or so he says, what do you mean ask you on a date? So I'm thinking like, what do you mean? What do I mean? Like we just matched on a dating app. Like he said, you would be willing to drive to Chicago for a date. By the way, I'm about 2 hours from the nearest point in Chicago, 2.5 hours if you're going above Chicago, but there's also a time change in between. I'm in Southwest Michigan. So I said, well, I do drive and or fly for dates, but it's also with the understanding that the man I'm dating would also be willing to drive and or fly to see me. My assumption is if I'm going to date anyone, that we're going to have to drive and or fly to see each other because where I live, there's just not a lot of options. I tend to get matched with people who are pretty far away, like Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, Toledo. I mean, like, yeah, there's just no men left in Kalamazoo where I live. So anyway, so he said, "Why is it so important to be asked out on a date?" And I'm like, I don't know, call me old school, but if you wanted to see me, like, it would just make sense that you would be like, "Hey, I would like to invite you out on a date next weekend. Will you come see me?" And we could work it out. And if it was easier for you to come to me, then we would do that. But like, I don't know, it was just weird. So I said, "Yeah, I mean, when it seems like a good time, if we want to see each other, we can see each other." And he wrote back like, "Relax, chill, girl, calm down," or something like that. And I was like, when does telling a woman to relax ever work out for you? I'm like, I feel like most men know that, like, when you tell a woman to relax, there's an undercurrent of like disrespect. I thought most men knew that. I feel like most women, we know that's the case, because it's almost like implying like you're too dramatic, you're too emotional. So we got into a conversation about this because that's what I replied. And he pushed back and said that he doesn't have any problems ever telling women to calm down or relax. And I was like, "Oh, well, that's cool with you. That's cool, but that's not me. Like, please do not tell me to calm down or relax." And I was like, "I wasn't requesting that you ask me out on a date today, tomorrow, or even next month. I was saying if we're ever going to see each other, I would expect that you would actually ask me on a date." So that's all I was trying to say. And then he just got into this whole rant about how he's not a simp and he's never going to let a woman punk him out, and how, I mean, it just went like so left so quick, and he was so defensive. And I was just like, um, yeah, I could tell already. Like, once he said, oh, he also used the word females. Like, when men use the word females, I mean, it's kind of like you just know. Most of us women, like, we already know it, they're just typically misogynist. I know that's such a broad generalizations, but the way he used it too, because he said, "I'm not gonna let no female punk me out. I ain't no fucking simp." Da, da, da. And I could just tell right away, this is not the kind of man I would even want to be friends with. Because sometimes when I'm on dating apps and I could tell like this is not a romantic connection, I might be like, "Well, this isn't a romantic connection, but do you wanna actually just stay in touch and be friends?" Because sometimes that does work. Sometimes that does work. Oh, I'm trying to hurry up. But anyway, so I could just tell. So we stopped texting. This wasn't even on the phone. This was just a text conversation. We stopped texting. I told him good night. And I just was like, you know what? I don't really want to talk to him again. I don't even really want to text with him again. So I blocked him. Let me just say this about blocking. Sometimes in the past, I have usually told a man like, "Hey, I'm not interested. I wish you the best." And then I might block just because I don't want to interact. And if you saw one of my last lives on here, like in December, that happened where one time I told a man I'm just not interested. And then I blocked him, and he still got so mad at me and called me and went off on me and all this stuff. And so I feel like I've done both. I've tried to say, "I'm not interested," and they get mad, or I've tried to just mitigate that whole thing and just go ahead and block. Um, and I've started just doing blocking more often because I just don't want to do the emotional labor of like, "I'm not interested," and all this stuff. And I don't know them. If I was talking to or dating a man, like, not exclusively, for a good long time, like, there's no way I would just block. I would have a conversation, but like these men, I don't know him. Like, we started interacting on a Monday and had this little text fight on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not feel like I needed to let him know, like, "Hey, I'm no longer interested in connecting with you," so I just blocked him. And honestly, didn't think about it for another minute. And then today I opened my laptop and I saw that he had texted me, because I have Apple. So you know how on Apple, like, you can block people on your phone, but the text message will still come through on your laptop. So I saw that he texted me yesterday morning, and it just was like, "Hey, beautiful, good morning." And I was just like, how could he have possibly thought that this was a connection? Like, why would he? I just was surprised he even texted me again. I was legit actually surprised. But anyway, so then I am on my phone. I was deleting voicemails and I saw that he left me a voicemail. You know how it goes into your blocked messages. Oh, so he leaves me this message, y'all. And it, like, again, always when men follow up after a block, it usually always proves why you blocked them in the first place. So he leaves me this message and he was like, "I can't believe you blocked me." And he said something like, he said, "What happened to you? What are you on about this abuse shit, this survivor shit, this advocacy shit? What is this abuse remorse shit you're talking about on Instagram and stuff?" And he said, "I only unfollowed you on Instagram and on Bumble because I already had your number." So I was like, I didn't even know he unfollowed me on Instagram, y'all. I didn't care. I didn't know. I was just thinking, this is not someone I want to be friends with, right? I didn't know. I knew he unfollowed me on Bumble, but that didn't bother me either because I figure people just, they get your number, they clear you out, which is exactly what he said. Like, oh, I just unfollowed you on Bumble. So I think that he thinks I blocked him because he unfollowed me on Instagram and Bumble. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. So anyway, so then he goes on that whole rant and then he says, but anyway, man, if you want to talk to me about it, give me a call. I'm just curious why you blocked me. And if not, man, I'm good. And I was just like, I don't want to talk to you about it. That's why I blocked you. So I was just curious. So then I left this message for my girl and she's like, he sounded curious. I was like, girl, he did not sound curious. This man does not care at all what happened to me. Because he said, man, what happened to you? Why do you feel so attacked? You don't care at all. Don't even perpetrate like you care, number one. But also, blocking to me usually represents, like, if a man blocks me, which I don't remember if a man has ever blocked me. I don't think a man has ever blocked me to my knowledge. If he did, I didn't know about it because I was not trying to contact him again because I know how to read the room. But if a man blocked me, I would assume I did some sort of harm. Like, my first assumption would be I did some sort of harm. And if I reached back out to a man who I know for sure blocked me, my daughter's here. I would start with, I'm sorry.
Mom.
Absolutely would start with, I'm sorry.
Mom, wait.
Yes. What?
Mom, did you know that some modern people are born with vitriol tails?
No, I don't even know what that is. What's a vitriol tail?
So basically, when you grow up, you won't have them, but it's just something that modern people have when they grow up.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mind letting me finish my YouTube live? You can say hi.
Hi. Hello, world.
I am just I'm doing a quick little live about a situation that I was in, and I was wondering if you could go back and let me finish real quick.
Nope.
Revy, please.
No, thank you.
If you're here, you
Can
cannot
put some
make,
blush on?
after I'm done, you cannot make any messes and you cannot talk, okay? That's the rules. Are you cool with that?
Yep.
Don't make any messes. Nope, not that one. That one doesn't go on you. Revy, you're shaking the whole table.
Yeah, because you pushed me.
I didn't touch you, girl.
Yes,
See?
you did. Yes.
Let's see how things get started. Y'all see how it gets started. Okay, Revy, I'm about to finish my story, so you can't talk, okay? Promise? No interrupting?
Sure.
Okay, so anyway, where was I at? I think I was talking about how if he blocked me, the first thing I would do if I were to reach back out after I was aware that someone blocked me is I would apologize, because I would know something must have happened that I did that caused harm. Revy, do you want me to make you go?
Nope.
Okay, then chill
You
out.
can't make me.
Girl, you better chill out. So, but for men, whenever I block a man, which is, remember you weren't going to talk? Which I feel like happens quite a bit only because of harm. Usually only if harm is caused in some way will I actually block, because I do not want any further conversation. Whenever they reach back out, it's never to apologize. It's always to complain. It's always to complain or be mean or belittle in some way, or rant or purposefully say things to try to harm me. I cannot even count. No, that's not true. That's not true. Let me not exaggerate. I can count. It's probably been 3 or 4 times that I've blocked a man and he's reached back out to purposefully try to harm me or say something harmful, to varying degrees. And this man's message wasn't like super harmful, but like, I think when
What did it say, Mama?
I don't really want to tell you because it's more for adults.
What did it say?
One of the things he said,
Mom, what did it say?
I'll tell you, one of the things he said was, what happened to you that you feel so attacked? Usually when someone says that, in this scenario, you gotta keep in context. Revy, what are you doing? What are you doing?
There's not any makeup on it.
You gotta keep in mind context. In this scenario, it implies I don't really care. You took this too wrong. Also, I should have told y'all in one of his messages, his text messages that he sent me before we stopped talking, he said, I don't know if you're just too sensitive or what. Right when he said that, I just thought this man is absolutely, positively clueless. Like, who says to a woman in one text exchange, I don't know if you're too sensitive. And also the relax. And then he doubled down, relax, chill, calm down, girl. Like, all of that. Like,
Yeah, but he's chill. He's a little bit more chill than I thought.
oh, that's gone. It's gone. You think he's chill? No, he was not chill, girl. He was anything but chill. Anything but chill.
So he was hard.
He was
Crazy?
extreme. I'll say he was problematic. We had some not extreme. We had some problematic.
Expert? Hard?
We had some problematic interactions. Okay, go to the sink and wash it off.
I think I'm fine.
You think you're okay? So anyway, so I was curious, what does blocking mean to you? And would you ever, hold on, let me just finish this part. Revy, please don't bump me while I'm putting lipstick on. Also, do not put that on your face.
I'm not.
It doesn't match your color.
I'm putting it on my hand.
Okay.
Oh, I look white now. I look so pale.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying don't do that. Would you
I
ever
said,
reach
don't put it
out
on
to
your
a
face.
man?
Don't put it on your hand.
As a woman, would you ever reach out to a man that you knew for sure blocked you?
Blocked you. Blocked you.
Would you? Because I wouldn't.
Would you? Would you?
I would reach out to a man who didn't block me, and if I thought he was mad at me, actually, I did that the other day. I actually left a message for someone. I'm like, "Are you
What
mad
are
at me?
you
Like,
doing?
why aren't we communicating?"
What you doing?
But I asked because I care, not to be a jerk. I asked because I actually care. Like, are you mad at me? Did I cause you harm? Because if you did, I want to know. I want to actually legitimately apologize to you if I caused you harm. That's why I reached back out, even though we haven't talked in a while.
What are you doing?
Revy, what did I say?
What you
Revy, what did I say?
Do.
So
I'm
anyway,
leaving the house now.
but I'm never, ever, ever going to chase someone who's blocked me. Like, that's wild to me. Like, that is wild that he did that. And that message was so offensive. I'm offended.
Mom.
I'm offended. I was offended. Not super offended, but just like one of those like make you HATEMEN moments. Like,
Mom.
I can't deal with y'all. Yes.
They called me a bad word.
Okay, we're not talking about that right now. We will deal with sibling shenanigans later.
Yeah,
But
me the
what
sibling shenanigans.
what bad word did he call you?
He called me a mother.
A mother? A mother bleeper?
Mother.
Did he really call you a mother bleeper?
No, mother.
A mother effer?
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, yeah, I'm about to put this phony pony on real quick. So yeah, no.
Please.
No.
Please.
So yeah, I'm just curious. I think in the past for me, blocking has meant something so much more serious. It's meant something like, I don't know. I didn't tend to block. I didn't tend to block a lot. And then I had interactions with more women who helped me to see like you need to do better
Hey, Mom.
protecting yourself. There's no reason for you to entertain
you'll
these
be
booty
mad
holes.
at me, but I blocked someone's TikTok account.
Well, that's okay. You can block someone's TikTok account.
Wait, but I didn't.
I need mascara.
I don't know why I did it. It was an accident.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about. So yeah, I used to think that blocking was reserved for like if somebody like called you a B word and was just being horrible to you. And then I had some friends who were just like, don't tolerate it so much. Let it go. Don't do the emotional labor. And so I feel like I've been using it much more liberally. But then when I have situations like this happen, I'm like, yeah, I can totally see why women block more often than not. Because like even with a block, you get like these toxic interactions Like, as soon as I saw that he had blocked me, I'm sorry, as soon as I saw that he had left me a voicemail after the block, my first thought was like, don't listen to this because there's no reason for you to hear this man's voice ever again. There's absolutely no reason for you to ever hear his voice ever again. You literally blocked for a reason.
Tell him boy bye.
Exactly. I tried to tell him boy
Boy
bye,
bye.
and he still reached
Boy
out.
bye.
Girl, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but what did he say instead of girl bye?
Instead of girl bye, he left me a message, and
What did it say? What did it say? What did it say?
it said things that I found offensive.
Oh.
So yeah.
So tell him
So
boy
now-
bye.
So now, okay, Beyonce.
And he tell you girl bye.
That's really what he should have been telling me instead of girl, all these other things he said. So
Yeah.
anyway,
he's a
I'm just
devil.
curious how blocking is viewed. I went from a woman who used to think it was rude and try not to do it to a woman who's like, don't cause me any harm or you will get blocked, because I don't have the time or emotional labor to deal with you that way. I just really don't, and I don't want to, and I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to block somebody and then still experience them being a jerk. Anyway, today I'm wearing a little bodysuit. Body. What?
Mom, I want a bodysuit.
There's a little funny pony on. I'm about to
Mom,
say
I
ready
want a bodysuit.
to a barbecue. Or
I want to. No, we're going to 1010s.
don't tell them where we going. This is live. We're going to a birthday party. Oh, I forgot about mascara.
Yeah, we're actually not going to 1010s. That's not what I meant.
That's exactly what you meant, but I want to do mascara.
But Mom, why did you say that? Now the people are going to come to 1010s and murder me.
Why don't you stop saying where we're going then? If you are afraid that you're going to get murdered.
Well, they probably won't see it.
But that is a important part of internet safety, is to try not to tell people where you're going. Although they probably don't know where that's at, because I don't even know where that's at. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, this is live. This is actually, we're on live TV. Like, you could go turn on your YouTube, Revy, and turn on my channel, and you could see it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, go get your iPad and turn on YouTube, and I'll show you. So anyway, y'all, that's the long story of this shenanigans about blocking. I think in the future, what I'm going to continue to do is I feel like I'm going to continue to use it liberally, because this has really shown me
Okay, Mom, I got it.
it's always a regret of mine to continue to communicate with someone who, you gotta turn it on and turn on YouTube, who shows that they've caused any harm. Listen to your first mind, y'all. Your first mind, your inner voice, your third eye, your intuition, your gut, whatever you want to call it, listen to it, because it's never wrong. It's never, ever wrong.
Sorry, Mom, just getting something set up.
Okay, let's see if we are live. Out here trying to survive. Okay, wait, no, Revy, do you want me to find it for you or not? Let go. Good
Annoying.
grief.
Good grief.
No, okay, y'all, I know I kind of want to find out if it is showing. It says live.
Find it for you. Let go.
We found it.
No. Okay, yeah, I know I kind of want to find out if it is showing.
Okay, we found it, but now I can't concentrate while hearing myself in the background. Can you take it to the living room? Okay, anyway, I'm about to go anyway. Thank you for watching, y'all. Per my usual, when I go live, after I finish the final look, I always change the thumbnail and put it on my story if you want to see what the final look looks like. But I was trying to do just real simple and basic, since I'm going to a kid's birthday party. But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about blocking. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye. How do I turn this off now? I don't even know how to stop it. How do I stop it? Start a poll? Nope. X? There we go.